going through the highways, and on
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So as you probably know, this Wednesday we're going to get quite an interesting update. We're finally going to go to the Devil's Gap, we're going to get some new main story quests, and we're also going to get the bazaar with a bunch of horse discounts. The discounts are really nice and I just wanted to kind of refresh our memory about which horses are going to get discounted for how much, and I also just wanted to showcase those horses a little. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, it really means a lot. And now let's get into it. Horse discounts is something that SSO implemented recently. I think it's only been going on for a couple of months. I don't know if it's been a year already, but it is the best way to buy horses. If you can't really afford to buy the newest horses, or I don't know, if you really want to buy one horse, but it is not completely new and you might not, mind waiting, I really do recommend just waiting, because as you can see, SSO often discounts a lot of breeds, and I feel like it is kind of a waste of money to, just buy horses whenever instead of waiting for them to get discounted. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it if you want to save some star coins, but obviously if you want to buy your horses whenever, go ahead. Anyway, let's check out when SSO first mentioned the bazaar that we're going to get. Star Stable officially announced the bazaar where we're going to have all of the horse discounts on April 27th in their next stop in Jorvik. For this week, they said Storm over Devil's Gap, May 17th, Soul Rider, it is time to find our lost friends, adventure with Lisa and Linda through the portal in the Fort Maria Library. Will it lead to Anne, Alex, Mrs. Holdsworth, and Vala Witch? Grab your most adventurous horse and outfit that makes you feel like a hero and meet up with Lisa at Starshine Ranch. When you return from your epic adventures, the bazaar will be back in Moorland for 3 weeks. So yeah, the location of the bazaar is obviously in Moorland, and as SSO said, it is going to stay here for 3 whole weeks, which is very exciting. There's going to be 6 different horse breeds that will get a discount, though we don't know which horse breed will be discounted when. I doubt all of them will be discounted at once, so make sure to buy the one that you really want if you don't have enough star coins. But anyway, let's get over all of the breeds that will get a discount. The first breed is the Shire. They currently cost 900 star coins, but during the discount, they're only going to cost 540. The player level requirement to buy one of the Shires is level 8. Their stats are 4 in strength, 2 in discipline, and 1 in endurance. Shires have 12 different mane and tail styles. The first one is the default. Then they also have roached, cropped, button braids, short braids, long with a single braid, flowers with docked tail, cropped with beard, default with beard, flowers with docked tail and beard, and long with single braid and beard. Their coats are black, dark bay, daft type Sabino, light dapple gray, light chestnut, steel brown, and steel gray. There's also the light bay coat, but that one is only available in the Star Stable Horses app, and the horses in the Star Stable Horses app are never discounted, even if it's the breed that's going to get a discount. They have one unique move, which is the laying down. The Gen 3 Shire can perform a special move called the lay down. The animation can be activated by pressing the spacebar, but only when standing still, otherwise the horse will jump instead of performing the move. And here is the description of the breed. The Magnificent Shire is a draft horse hailing from England. In the 1800s, Shires were used to pull barges, plows, and carts, and were instrumental in moving goods from the dock through the cities and countryside. With the advancement of technology, the need for workhorses diminished and the population of Shires dwindled to a vulnerable number. Shires hold records for height and strength. Other characteristics are the considerable feathering on their legs and the impressive size of their hooves. A cold-blooded breed, Shires are inclined to work and eager to please. The Shire horses were brought to Jorvik by the Silverglade family, who prized them as grand carriage horses. Although this horse is a force of nature, its docile temperament makes it a good companion for any rider. I honestly really like the Shire horses. I love big, chunky draft horses, so I'm really happy that they're getting a discount, though I don't think I'm personally gonna buy any of them because there's just so many horses that are going to come out in the next weeks and months, and I just can't afford to buy all of them. Though if I could buy one, I guess I would maybe buy black. But yeah, let me know which Shire you're going to buy, if you're planning to buy any, or just in general, which horse are you going to buy. The next horse breed to be discounted is going to be the American Paint Horse. They currently cost 850 star coins, but during the discount, they're going to cost a measly 510. To be able to buy one of the American Paints, you have to be at least level 7. Their stats are 1 in strength, 2 in discipline, and 3 in agility. They have a few different hairstyles. There's the default, the button braids, cropped, short, single braid with default tail, there's braids, and then there's the single braid with braided tail. There's also quite a few different coat colors. There's the Bay Tobiano, Black Avero, Black Tobiano, Buckskin Tobiano, Chestnut Avero, Dapple Gray Tobiano, Dark Bay Tobiano, and Grullo Tobiano. There's 2 different coat colors that are in the Stars of Horses app, and those are the Chestnut Medicine Hat and Flaxen Chestnut Tobiano, but again, not going to get a discount. They have 3 different special moves, which is quite surprising. The Gen 3 American Paint Horse can perform a special move called the Raining Spin. The animation can be activated by pressing the spacebar. There's the Raining Slide Stop, while all of the other horses in Star Stable will technically come to a quote-unquote hard stop if the player presses the X button when in a full gallop. The Gen 3 American Paint Horse has a special method found in Western Reining. When it is in full gallop and the player goes for a hard stop, the horse will instead perform a slide stop. And there's also the Reining Backup. While all of the other horses in Star Stable will back up if the player presses the down arrow or the S button. When at a standstill, the Gen 3 American Paint Horse has a special backing method found in Western Reining. When it is standing still and the player goes to back up, the horse will instead perform a quote-unquote Reining Backup, which is much faster than a regular backup speed of other breeds. Here is their breed description. There's nothing quite like a horse and rider roaming free together with nothing else before them but inviting grassy plains and the backdrop of a snow-capped mountain range. For the American Paint Horse, this is where they're in their element. When the Spanish first brought their horses to North America, many of them were left to roam the land and were taken in by the indigenous people of the continent. It's thanks to them that the Paint Horse began to be bred for their unique coat patterns, sturdy build, and shining personalities. Today, the American Paint Horse shares a close ancestry with other popular North American breeds like the American Quarter Horse and the American Thoroughbred, therefore shares their long history of aiding humans in shaping North America into the land it is today. They're strong and easygoing as well as intelligent, making them a fun and rewarding breed to train. The most distinctive feature of the Paint Horse is their unique and beautiful coat patterns. These patterns are seen as a combination of white and another coat color and can vary greatly, meaning no 2 paint horses are exactly the same. Some examples of typical patterns are Tobiano, a dark and white patterns on the face such as stars, blazes, or stripes, and Avero, solid colored black with irregular white pattern and darker legs, occasionally with white stockings, and the face is mostly white. While often sought out for Western pleasure, barrel racing, and other Western events, the Paint Horse can even thrive in other areas such as English pleasure, working equitation, and show jumping. With an easygoing temperament and a highly social nature, the Paint Horse is the perfect companion for anyone with a big heart. Are you ready to bond with this most reliable roamer of the American plains. I'm gonna be honest, I love the American paint horses. They all have such beautiful coats, and if I could, I would buy all of them. I also love all of the Gen 2 coats. I think they're so pretty. But the Gen 3 are just so beautiful. I guess if I could buy another one, I would definitely like the first one on the list is the Black of Vero. I don't know if I'm going to get it because I kind of already want to buy another horse that's coming. Oh, I guess the Chestnut of Vero is also very beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna put those two on my horse wish list. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy them, but we'll see. Next up is the American Quarter Horse, which currently costs a whopping 950 star coins, but during the discount, they're going to cost 570, which is a pretty good price to buy one of them now. You have to be at least level 5. Their stats are 1 in strength, 3 in discipline, 1 in endurance, and 3 in agility. They have a few different hairstyles. One of them is the default, then there's the button braids, short, medium, long, and branded. And they have 11 different coat colors. Obviously, one of them is the app horse, which is the blue roan, and it is not getting a discount. But there's still 10 other coat colors that are in SSO. Those are the bay brindle, buttermilk buckskin, black splashed white, flea bitten gray, flaxen chestnut, grullo, palomino, red roan, and sooty buckskin. Their breed description is: at the forefront of the American frontier is a faithful companion who has played an instrumental role in shaping the rich culture and untamed spirit of historical North America. Sturdy yet agile, swift yet tranquil, this is the American Quarter Horse. The American Quarter Horse originated from early colonists breeding their English stallions with the indigenous Chickasaw Peoples mares. Both horses can be traced back to fiery barb horse, the mounts of early Spanish explorers. Fame fell upon the American Quarter Horse during the 19th century when they gained a reputation in Texas for their racing capabilities and skill for driving cattle. One famous American Quarter Horse, called Steel Dust, established fame for his unmatched skill as a quarter-mile match racer. Steel Dust's descendants were highly sought after by cowboys due to their speed and agility. Horses of this nature were often nicknamed Steel Dust. Through it all, the tough-as-nails American Quarter Horse endured the hardest of times on the unforgiving American frontier, helping the cowboys and ranchers make a home in the unforgiving Wild West. The American Quarter Horse has a stocky silhouette defined by their dense muscle structure. Despite their powerful frame, they excel at sprinting short distances and are remarkably sure-footed. Today, the robust American Quarter Horse remains an integral part of North American culture, featuring in rodeos, western pleasure, racing, and more. If you're looking for a trustworthy companion that captures the zeitgeist of the Wild West, you'll find a dear friend in the American Quarter Horse. Come rain or shine, the American Quarter Horse is a partner for life. Similarly to the American Paints, the American Quarters also have the 3 special moves that they also have, which is the reining spin, the reining slide stop, and the reining backup. I think the Quarter Horses are quite cute. When I was checking them out, I particularly liked the buttermilk buckskin. I also think the red roan is really pretty. I guess also the black splashed white, and I don't know, maybe flaxen chestnut. So quite a few of them. I have the flea bitten gray and the sooty buckskin, but one thing that I kind of dislike about them is how they're like positioned. I don't even know if that's how you could call it. Like their head is just so down, it's pointed to the ground, it is so low, and I don't know, I just don't like that much. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy any of them, but I do think they have really pretty coats, a really good model, and I guess pretty good animations. I'm sure this one is going to get a bunch of sales during the bazaar. Next up are the Percherons, which I'm very excited for. Currently they cost 850 star coins, but during the bazaar they're going to cost 510. The player level requirement for the Percheron is level 7. Their stats are 1 in strength, 2 in discipline, and 3 in agility. They have a few different hairstyles. There's the default, button braids, short, parade braids, long and medium. And they have a few different coat colors. One of them is in this SSO Horses app, which is the seal brown, but again, not getting a discount. But otherwise, there's the bay pangaray, black, flaxen chestnut, dapple gray, still gray, and light gray. I think they all look so pretty. I particularly like the light gray and the black one. They have one special move, which is the moose walk. The moose walk is a gait derived from the Percheron's high stepping extended walk. To make your horse do the moose walk, the horse must be walking. The player then must hold down the shift key and then simultaneously hit either the up arrow or the W key. The Percheron will then begin to perform the special gait. During the moose walk, the horse cannot move to a faster gait or jump. To stop the moose walk, simply slow your horse down like you would with any other. And this is their breed description. Percheron has a history as rich and storied as the lands from which it rose to fame. Named for the old Le Perche region in the northwestern France, the Percheron pedigree can be traced back to the Middle Ages, when the mighty grey destrier war horses carried armored knights into battles. As mounted warfare faded into history, the Percheron found new purpose as a carriage and work horse. For a time, the breed enjoyed global fame as the ideal draft horse, becoming one of the most imported and beloved horses in America. When looking upon a Percheron, you can't help but admire its powerful sculpted body with its muscular legs, thick neck, and straight profiled head. The Percheron almost looks as if it's chiseled from marble, and yet the breed is nimble and capable of great endurance, not just strength, thanks to the introduction of Arabians and warm-blood stock into the bloodline. In their native France, only grey and black coats are allowed in the Percheron registry, but in America and on Jorvik, all colors are welcome. Today, Percherons are one of the most versatile draft horses in the old. You'll find them driving wagons and sleighs, working in forestry, or even competing in show jumping. They're famously agreeable in temperament. The Percheron is especially loved by the Jorvik Rangers, who taught the breed its signature moose walk for traversing marshy terrain. Through centuries of reinvention, one thing has never changed. The Percheron is a stalwart companion who won't let you down. I am honestly quite excited for the Percherons. I don't have any on my main account. I thought I didn't have any at all, but as you can see, I do have one on my second account. And I was really excited for them, but I don't know. They do look really bulky, very sculptured, as SSO described them. But I still think they look really pretty. I've been waiting for them to be discounted for quite a while. I think I'm going to buy the black one, though the light gray is also quite beautiful, but the black is just so pretty. It's like completely black. It doesn't have any markings, like it doesn't have any socks or face markings, which is something that I feel like is kind of rare in SSO, though as I'm looking at the pictures of their coats, I guess the Percherons really don't have many markings at all. The next breed that is going to get a discount is the Appaloosa. The Appaloosa horses currently cost 900 star coins, but during the discount they're going to cost 540. To be able to buy the Appaloosa horse, you need to be at least level 11, and their stats are 1 in strength, 2 in discipline, and 3 in agility. They have a few different hairstyles. There's the default, the button braids, cropped, short, braids, loose braids, long wavy, and then long straight. They also have quite a few different coat colors. There's the bay extended blanket, black extended slow cap, black leopard, chestnut varnished roan extended blanket, flaxen chestnut peacock leopard blanket. There's the Galaxy horse, which is the black extended blanket, the red dun lacing blanket, and for the last, there's the sun bleached black extended blanket. Of course, there's another horse in the Star Stable Horses app, which has the black varnish road leopard coat, but again, this one is not going to get a discount. They have one special move, which is the Appy Amble. While most breeds in SSO only have 5 gates, the Generation 3 Appaloosa has 6. The special gate is called the Appy Amble. In SSO, no other horse breed is able to Appy Amble. To do this move, the horse must be walking. The player then must hold down the Shift key and then simultaneously hit up the arrow or the W. The Gen 3 Appaloosa will then begin to do the Appy Amble. During the Appy Amble, the horse cannot move to a faster gait or jump. To stop ambling, simply slow your horse down like you would with any other. I do like the codes that they had for Gen 2, and honestly I didn't know that we only had 2 Gen 2 Appaloosa horses, which is something that I found out like a few days ago. But honestly I kind of like the Gen 2 horses. Like, one of them is the black Near Leopard and the other one is brown spotted blanket, which is something that we don't have, I guess. But who cares, honestly, they're going to be pretty cheap, so if you like them, make sure to buy one in the following weeks. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even remember that I have an Appaloosa. I think the reason why I don't like them is the mane, because when I was checking out other mane styles, I actually liked the horse a lot more. This one just, I don't know, to me looks so cartoony. But other than that, I mean, I like the coat that I have. Maybe the Bay Extended Blanket I also find quite nice, but others aren't honestly my favorite, which is kind of weird because I usually really like these kinds of horses with, you know, such colorful coats, but I don't know, I guess they're just not for me in SSO. And the last breed to get a discount is the Haflinger. I sadly will not be able to really showcase it as I did with the other horses, because I just figured out today that I don't have any of the Gen 3 Haflingers. At least I don't think so. I didn't find any of them, and I also didn't like see any videos, so that's kind of like, I didn't know. Wow. But currently they cost 900 star coins, but during the discount they're going to cost 540. The player level requirement is level 11. Their stats are 1 in strength, 2 in discipline, and 3 in agility. They have quite a variety of hairstyles. There's the default, roached, button braids, cropped braids, long straight, and continental braid. Their coat colors are dapple flaxen chestnut pangaray, flaxen chestnut, honey flaxen chestnut pangaray, flaxen chestnut pangaray, liver flaxen chestnut pangaray, and liver flaxen chestnut. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but there's another coat color that's available in Star Stable Horses app, which is the golden flaxen chestnut pangaray, but again, that one will not get a discount. I also don't think they have a special move. Their breed description is the Haflinger is a breed developed in Australia and northern Italy that traced its ancestry to the Middle Ages. Now, all Haflingers trace their lineage to one foundation hire Foley, born in 1874. Originally bred for use in mountainous terrain, the hardy Haflingers were sometimes used as military pack horses. Norwegian breeders envision a happier life for their animals and hope you'll fall in love with these beauties. A steady horse with a kind temperament, this companion is perfect for many disciplines including western, dressage, jumping, working, equitation, and carriage driving. Their distinguishing features are a chestnut coat and a flaxen mane that can be worn long and wavy, intricately braided, or even short and messy. Whoa, maybe you and your horse will rock the same style. And again, I had no idea that I don't have one, so I might just end up buying one, you know, just so that I have it. But yeah, those are all of the horses that are going to get a discount. It is quite exciting. The breeds that SSO chose are all so beautiful, like the American Paint, American Quarter, Shire, Appaloosa, Haflinger, Percheron. Like, those are such beautiful horses. It is going to be really hard to decide and really hard to save up, especially since, you know, we're just going to get all of these discounts. Then in a few weeks we're going to get the magical horses, and then we already get the updated Mustangs, and then we get the, what are they, the Dartmoor ponies. and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's hard to save up in SSO, what can I say? But again, I'm really excited for the discounts and I'm sure you're too. So again, please let me know which horse you're planning to buy, if you are planning to buy any. I hope you enjoyed this video as always, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye!